Hi, welcome to Help People Change with Change Talk. So excited about this topic. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If at any time I say something that helps you, please click that share button and share this with your community. Sharing is caring. So here's the story. I, for most of my life, have gotten really excited when I find a solution to something, and then I make it my mission to go try to convert. And because, for example, so if I find a food that's really helpful, oh my gosh, I want everyone to eat it. Or if I find the solution to how to get organized when it seems impossible, I want everyone to know it. But the problem was that even though I was enthusiastically sharing these incredible solutions, people weren't changing. And I was like, what's the problem? I'm giving them the answer. And the problem I discovered when I read this amazing book, Motivational Interviewing in Healthcare. Oh my goodness, this book changed my life. So much so, I became so obsessed with it that I took a training in the community. And then through my job, I took another training, and then I became a facilitator. I teach it at least once a month. I take it for myself quarterly. I've been doing that for the last, I don't know how long, 9 years, because it's that important. And I'm going to share with you today a small snippet from Motivational Interviewing. It's about change talk, but I think it's super powerful. And I think if you stick with me for the next, 6 minutes, 5 minutes, this skill can change your life. If you are in the business of supporting others to change for the better, if that is something you desire at home, at work, or in your business, then listen with both ears times 1,000. Change talk. The reason that I wasn't having success, as I'm running around telling people what the solution is and getting really excited, but no one's changing, was because I lacked their motivation. So think about it. Think about it for yourself. When you make a change, it's usually not because someone told you to, right? It's because you are motivated for whatever reason. Jeff, are you telling me I only have 10 minutes? Okay, I promise. I will keep it under 10 minutes. And let me know, Jeff, what it is you do. At any time, if any of you join, let me know in the comments what you do, and I'll try to tailor examples to your field. So we need the person's motivation. That's what drives change. People are more likely to change if they're motivated to. They're just like us. The people we're trying to support change in, they're just like you and me. We are not going to change until we're motivated. And so how do you do that? Well, you use change talk to your advantage. What does that mean? That means that you strategically ask people questions to get them to talk about their desire, their wants, their needs. So let's say you want to support health. Specifically, let's talk of a very popular topic is weight loss. So if I want to support someone to lose weight, instead of me talking about, oh, you should do this, you should do that, this method will work for you. Who cares? Who cares about what Carla thinks? That's not I need to get at what the person in front of me is motivated to do. So I'm going to start asking them questions that elicit their desire, their ability, their reasons, and their need. So I might ask things like, first of all, I want to know if they want to lose weight, because if that's not important to them, we're not going to get anywhere. So I want to first figure out what matters most to this person in front of me. And if they tell me, instead of losing weight, what matters most is they want more energy. Awesome. That's what we're going to talk about. So then I'm going to ask them, why do you want more energy? Want is a desire. And I want to get them talking more and more about why they want more energy. So maybe they tell me, well, I want to be able to play with my kids. I want to be able to meet my grandkids. I want. The more I get them talking about want, the more likely we're going to start moving towards change. I can also ask them, what are you able to do? What are you able to do to get more energy? So now I want to start talking about what they're able to do. Maybe they'll tell me, ooh, well, I guess I could drink more water, or I guess I could walk more. I'm making things up, but I want to get them talking about why they want to change, what motivates them, and what they're able to do. I also might ask them why they need to change, or what are their reasons. So all of those are change talk. Open-ended questions that get the person that I'm trying to support to change to talk about what they're motivated to do and why they want to do it. So what starts to happen naturally is as someone starts talking about why they want to change, how they're able to change, what their reasons are, what they need, at some point they start to tip over to commitment. This is the magical place. So when you start to hear things like, you know, I really could walk more often. That would give me more energy. That's a commitment. Or if they say, you know, I really have been thinking about joining the gym. We're now getting into the action side. So I am guiding someone to talk about change, but they're creating the change. So let me rewind. Let's go back. When I'm trying to support someone to change, I want to understand what matters most to them. So I'm going to ask, what matters to you? So that I can get to the motivation. And then I'm going to start asking open-ended questions that elicit desire. Why does the person want to change? We know what matters most to them. Why might they want to change? What are they able to do? What is realistic in their situation? Why do they need to change? Why is it urgent? What are the reasons? And as they're talking about their desire and their need and their want for change, and when you notice that transition of commitment, like what they're able to do, asking questions, if someone shares with you, I've been thinking about joining a gym, you can start asking, oh, really? Well, what might be your next best step? I hear you are thinking about joining a gym. What's the next best step? And we keep asking questions to get the person to talk about their plan. All right, so let's use a different example. I used weight loss. I don't know if any of you are parents, but I'm a parent and I want my kids to do their homework, right? Homework. But my kids they're not that motivated about it. They don't want to. They don't see the importance sometimes. And so I might ask my son, what matters to you? This is a real life example. I asked my teenager what matters, and he says, seeing my friends. That's what matters to me. Okay, awesome. Tell me more about that. Well, I want to see them. I enjoy them. I love seeing them. I have so much fun. It's awesome. That's great. Well, how can you see them? Well, I can't see them unless I do well in school because you and dad put the kibosh on seeing my friends if my grades aren't necessary. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so what might support you to do well so that you can see your friends? Ooh, if I pay attention in class, if I do my homework, hello, there it is. And Like, oh, okay, so if you do your homework, you'll do well. That's really great. You'll get to see your friends. You love seeing your friends. It means a lot to you. That's awesome. Um, how might you get that homework done? How might you get to do that homework? Since you said doing homework enables you to see your friends. And see, we've transitioned into commitment, and then we start talking about what are the next best steps? How can that happen? I hope that's helpful. Now, I know this sounds simple. It is so simple, it's hard. So simple and yet not easy to do consistently because as humans, we're very stubborn. We walk into a situation and we want to share our method in our way, and we want to solve problems for others when research shows that what really drives change is a person's motivation. So we want to support that person's motivation. I went over my 10 minutes, so I just want to reiterate that anytime you want to support someone to change, ask open-ended questions. Find out what matters most to them. Try to connect that to the change that you're hoping to support. And get the person talking about their desire, their reason, what they're able to do, their needs through open-ended questions. As they are literally convincing themselves why this has to happen through their own motivation, you'll naturally get to a place where it makes sense to talk about taking steps. Now, there's always this little desire to then step in and advise people what that step might be. No, don't do that. Let the person indicate their next step. If they get stuck, and only if they get stuck, then you can ask, can I offer a suggestion? Would that be okay? I hope this was helpful. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write up what I just said in an article and I'll share it on LinkedIn. For those of you not on LinkedIn, I'll make sure to share the link on that platform. And I hope this helps. I can't tell you how this has been a game changer at home, in my business, and at work, in truly supporting people to change. All right, please like and share if it was helpful. I am rooting for your success and I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for joining me.